Everyone keeps asking me how to get the most accurate placement of your zodiac sign. I use Cosmic Insight app. I just put my name, time, place of birth, and then I get all the details of my natal chart. Your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant, and other planets as well. So, download it. It's in my affiliate link below. Hi everybody, welcome to another Learning Astrology with Sal. So we're here, we are practicing Vedic Sidereal Astrology. If you are wondering, this is not Western, just to give you guys a heads up. If you also want to catch up, we uploaded our very first video. We're going to put it here. We have discussed the ascendant and how it is important. So make sure you tune into that video before you even start here. So it's going to be very interesting so that you can catch up with the classes. Now, without further ado, let's start our class for today. It's very exciting because we're discussing something new. It's probably you've heard of it. I've talked about it, and you have heard it from other people also about what we call the divisional charts. Okay. Now, if you do not know your placement of your birth chart, I highly suggest download the app down there. You just need to put your time, place of birth, because this is your divisional chart. You will see the different chart that you can use, okay, as a reference to see and predict your life, okay, in those chart. So it's going to be very, very important that you have it so we can start together. So go ahead, download the app, and then now that you have it, let's begin. Today, we're discussing the different divisional charts. Now, each part of our life, okay, has a significant chart. These are Varga charts. So that's what we're going to discuss today. So let's begin. Okay. So the first chart that we have is called the Rashi Chart, which is the D1. So it's called Rashi. Okay. Oh, sorry. I guess the intuitive. I may be intuitive, but the board is not. Okay. So it's called the Rashi. Okay. So the Rashi chart, this is the board is a little bit challenged. Okay. So this is the Rashi chart. The Rashi chart is also in reference. We call it the D1. Okay, D1, not DT. So I guess my handwriting needs a little bit work. Okay. There. So the Rashi chart, area of life, so that we know what area this is. This is the existence of ourself in physical level. That's why it's very important for us to use this as a reference every time. So we always compared the D1 to other chart in combinations. You always have to reference this because this is the physical existence or physical level, how it manifests in physical form. So that's that one. So this is the Rashi chart. So this is very important for you to find out. So that's that. Now let's go to the next one. Okay. I need to find a better way of doing this. Next is if you're a person who's looking for money and wealth, you would need to look at your D2. D2, which is, we call it also aura chart. So for people who are going to be looking for finances, I see, because I can move it here. There. Now I understand why it keeps moving. I'm still learning. Okay. So for people who needs to learn, who needs to know what how money is, normally we use this as a reference for how to say this, like you want to know how much you're gonna gain in success, because you can see, oh, you're gonna be famous, this and that, but you can be famous with no money, right? So this is gonna be important. So why look at the career and job when you can see already if you have wealth and money, then chances are you got it from somewhere. Does it make sense? Sometimes I would look at it backwards. Okay, so next, let's go now to the what we call the Drekana, which is the D3. Sorry. The next one is what we call the D3. Is this good? Sorry guys. Okay. We call this the D3, and this is called the Drekana. Just want to, it's a Drekana. D, okay, R-E-K-K, Drekana, okay. Just don't want to misspell it. Okay, Drekana. So sorry, that's a small K. Okay, let me repeat it, guys. Is this? I see. Okay. Still learning how to use this board. Drekana. Exactly. There. So the Drekana is everything related to your brothers and sisters. So this is again a different chart. You will see it in the app, and then you will now learn the different placements that is involving for your siblings. So that's that. Now let's go to the next one, which is gonna be the residence, houses, things that you own, properties. This is the chart that you need to look at is the D4, which is called the Chaturthamsa. Okay, let me just, okay. Chatur, okay, okay. Let me write it again. Chaturthamsa. Chaturthamsa. So if you need to look for your places of residence, houses owned, and properties, meaning real estate, and fortune, which is money, but normally these are gained, okay, accumulation of wealth, because that's fortune. So this is what this is the chart that you would want to see, that you would want to check. So next, let's go for next we go for the D5. Okay, which is fame, authority, and power, which we call Pan Chamsa. Hopefully the board got it. Okay, the board got it. Panchamsa, fame, authority, and power. Now, you guys will notice that this is corresponding to the houses. I'm not discussing yet who owns this each divisional chart, but I'm just explaining where you will find it. So, if you want to know fame, authority, and power, then this is the chart that you need to be looking at. So this is good if you want to be celebrity, if if you're a person who wants to have some sort of leadership, because that's authority, and power is equivalent to influence. So if you want, again, fame and power comes together. So again, celebrity, people in government, people who are in social media. This can be a good way of looking at how you're gonna become famous. Next is, of course, the D6, which we call Shasthamsa. Okay, perfect. We call it Shamtamsa. So in any case, of course, health is wealth. Whether you have the D2, which is the aura, whether you have the Chaturtha Samsa, It's like you have all this property without looking at this, okay? Because it's like, what if you have ailments? Then it's gonna be difficult for you to enjoy that wealth. So it's a very important, again, to see this chart, which is we call D6. Next we have is, this is everything related to children and grandchildren. It's called the D7. Okay, so the D7, we call this Saptamsa. This is good for people who wants to find the kid. Okay, this is anything related to children, your kids basically, and also grandchildren. So D7 is what we need to look at. So this is going to be very good for that, for any kind of progeny. Okay, now next is what we call the D8. Okay, got it, which we call also Astamsa. Okay, Astamsa, which is these are the sudden and unexpected troubles, litigation, etc. Because this one, I'm sorry, I'm missing H. So just, I don't know how, let me just put it here. Okay, so people, okay, there you go. So Ashtamsa is, these are things, unforeseen event is gonna be here. Okay. Okay. There we go. So this is where you would need to see D8. D8 is unexpected troubles, such as conflict and arguments. You can see it here. Any kind of troubles. This is where you would wanna see. So this is an unpredictable incident, such as can be, of course, we don't predict death, but anything unforeseen, sudden changes. This is what you wanna see. Shaptamsa. Okay. Next, let's go for the D9, of course. D9, we all know about the D9. We've heard about this so many times. Okay, that's not 9. Okay, it's picking up. Okay, let me see. D9, there we go. We've heard about this chart. Very, very famous because this is what we call the Navamsha. Okay, Navamsha. Now the Navamsha is marriage. We want to look at it. We're going to see marriage here. Everything related to spouse. This is where we're going to look at. The Dharma, the duty and the righteousness. Interaction with other people. Basic skills. Inner self. Okay, and then of course, this is destiny. So very, very important. Normally, we would always compare the D1 and the D9 together. We tried to see. Because if this is your destiny, then of course, we want to see how you were born and what you're destined. Now, why is it destiny? Because Venus, if I were to go deeper, Venus owns this, this chart. Venus rules this chart. So because we're here basically destined to create basically, progeny, to create love. And that's why this is very, very significant as far as chart. So we always want to see this chart. This is a very well used chart, D9. You will hear it talking about this every time. So this is going to be very important. Next, let's go for the D10. For some reason, it does not. D10. Okay, so the D10 is related. This is important again because this is your Dashamsha. Dashamsha is related to our career, activities, achievements in society. Okay. So how this is important is because we spend more than a great part of our life with our career. Whether you're married or doing other things in life, The shamsha is what you basically, where you spend a good chunk of your time. Our career has more, what, 9 to 5, and you only, what, 4 hours with your partner, and then you sleep, and then you come back again to your work. So what you see here is the career and also activities which is in society. Things that you do in society is the shamsha. So it's very important for us to see this. Like the D1, the D9, because marriage with spouse, and the D10. Because if you see your D10, for example, as far as like your career, you're always going to be traveling, then we already can tell that you will have a long distance relationship because your work is actually in foreign land, and and then we connect everything together. So again, this is very, very important, D10. Okay? So let's see. Next is, of course, ah, it's not as intuitive, so I'm just gonna do 1 dash, tiny. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, there you go. Now, D11 is the death and destruction, Rudrasama. So not the D8. Okay, sorry. Rudrasama. Rudra. Come from the word Rudrasama. I mean, Rudrasa. Rudrasama. Okay. Just don't want to misspell it. Rudrasa. Okay, Rudrasama. Okay, correct. I'm just looking at my note. Rudramsa. Sorry, Rudramsa. Rudramsa. There. Ay. Okay. Okay, technology. Okay, Rudramsa is a D11, which is death and destruction. So this is gonna be, it's like we would, if we want to see those incidents in our life, is gonna be D11. And then, the next one is gonna be good because this is for everything related to our parents, uncles, aunts, grandparents, and blood relatives, is the D12. D12. So that's 12. Okay. The D12, we call this Dwadasamsa. Dwadasamsa. Okay. The samsa is at D12. So if, for example, you're having some difficulty with uncles, aunt, grandparents, you're trying to establish a business, you're trying to build a relationship with them, you're trying to see how it is, and how the relationship is going to be, why you're having dysfunction, all these things, or how to build a good relationship, how to improve it, then this is the chart that you can be looking at. Okay. And then we have, we call the next one is the D16. From D12, we have the D16 Shodha Samsa. Okay. Shodha Samsa. Okay. Shodha Samsa is vehicles, pleasure, comforts, and discomfort. So if you are a person who likes to have fancy cars, it's like things that you like and enjoy, then this is gonna be it. And comfort also, because this is where you find your pleasure. This is where you will look as a chart. Now, all charts are different to read. Okay, all those are different to read. Next we have is for people who are into religion and spirituality, then this is the chart that we have to look at. D20. Okay. D20, okay, which we call Vim Shama. Okay. Vimshamsha, okay, is for any kind of religious activities. Okay, just this is one word, guys. One word. Okay, it's just the board makes it two. So this is important for people who are into spirituality, seeking, you know, pilgrimage and all this religious stuff in life. This is where you wanna look at. All right. Now, for people who wants to teach and learn, and of course, this is like a higher calling. With regards to education, we would look at the Chatur Vimsha. Okay. See, the glare in my glasses already like this, and then so that I do not misspell it. No, that's wrong. Sorry guys, again. Chatur Vim Shamsha. See, Sham Sha. There you go. Because I have to look far. Normally, if I was standing there, I could see what I've typed. So this is where, if you are trying to go to college, universities, higher learning, this is going to be a good chart to look at. And we are always learning. So this is how we can improve our craft, how we can absorb the knowledge, okay? Because if you're a person who is, how do you say, a scholar who's trying to learn and understand and improve themselves, then this is going to be a chart that is good for you to understand. Next, we have the strength, weaknesses, and inherent nature. It's called the D27. Okay, the D27 is called Nakshatramsa. That's Nakshatram. Tram. Nakshatramsa. It always does that. I don't know. I put it here. I go there. Ay. Okay. So this is M. Okay. Nakshatramsa. Strength, weakness, and you know, it's like, of course, having to look this chart, then it is gonna show how much not power but motivation you have, because this is your strengths. This can be helpful if you're a person who's trying to find courage. Now, next is this is D30. This is going to be a very interesting chart, because the D30 is Trishamsha. Now, the Trishamsha, okay, the Trishamsha is all about there are things that, you know, punishment and evils in the subconscious self, and some diseases is gonna be look at this chart. So it's not a sweet chart, okay? Just letting you know. And then we have the last three now. The last three is the D40, auspicious and inauspicious events, which is D40. It's called Kadevamsha. I'm not gonna, do I have time? Because my camera does overheat, guys. Okay, and then the D45 is called Akshavam Damsa, which is all matters. And then the last one is the D60, which is very important. Okay, because this is karma and past life and all matters, Shachamsa. I'm sorry I didn't write the others, because I know we're running out of time. It's like a class over here. No, the camera will heat, and then I will not be able to wrap up. Okay. Okay. Shashtyamsa. Sorry. Shashtyamsa. Okay. Let me see. Shashtyamsa. Shashtyamsa. Okay. This board. Okay. SHASH. Okay. Insert a Shashtyamsa here. Okay. So the D60 is a very important because it's a summary of everything. Okay. So everything that we want to see, because this is the last one, this is everything in our life, then this is also going to be very important because you can see now how all your life, where it leads to is here. So that's the significance of this chart. Now just add a here, guys. Okay, Shashtyamsa. So these are all divisional charts that when you want to do and you want to see prediction, those are all from D1 to D60 is very important. And that's why when we do prediction, we do not just look at the D1, which is the Rashi. We have to compare it to other chart that you want. Let's just say you want to see your wealth, then we look at D1 and D2. You want to see how much you're making, so we want to see your career, which is going to be your D10, and then how much you're making, we look at your wealth and money in D2, so D10 and D2. You want to see now, for example, where you're going to live, then we're going to look at your D4, because if you're moving and relocating, then let's see, because maybe from D1 to D4, there's going to be a change of residence. Does it make sense? So all these are variables to make a concise prediction of your life. We cannot just see it from one chart. Each chart is very important to get an accurate prediction of your life. So this is it for today. All right. So now that you know what are the importance of each chart, you can always come back to this. You can always, just rewind and replay it. And then look in the app, which is significant. And then we're going to go through this later on in different segments on what are the importance of different charts. But I already explained it briefly. But I hope this has sparked some interest for you to understand about yourself, your own destiny, and how you can fulfill it. Again, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in for today. This is Learning Vedic Sidereal Astrology with Sal. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again next time. So make sure you click like and subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.